What if the most important decisions affecting your life were made without your full awareness? It's unsettling, but it happens more than you think. Governments are supposed to serve the people, but not everything is transparent. Sometimes, secrecy is necessary. National security, diplomacy, intelligence. But where's the line? When does protecting a nation become protecting a government from embarrassment or accountability? Too much secrecy can erode democracy and individual freedom. Today, we'll explore 5 key areas where transparency is limited, and why it matters. Let's see if we can bring some light to these dark corners. Because what you don't know can absolutely affect you. Mass surveillance, once fiction, now reality. Governments collect staggering amounts of data, your calls, searches, movements. When everything is recorded, everyone becomes a suspect. This creates a chilling effect. You might think twice before searching or speaking out. Privacy erodes, and power tilts toward the government. Technology outpaces laws. AI surveillance can predict behavior, often without oversight. The justification is always security, but unchecked surveillance threatens democracy. Once privacy is lost, it's almost impossible to get back. Now, let's step into the world of hidden agreements, where deals that shape nations are made behind closed doors. Trade pacts, military alliances, and political negotiations often happen in secret, with the public left out. Take major trade agreements, corporations get access, but citizens and even lawmakers are kept in the dark. The argument, negotiations need privacy, but by the time details emerge, it's too late for real debate. Military and intelligence deals are even more secretive, sometimes only revealed after a crisis or scandal. Secrecy is justified as national security, but it also shields leaders from accountability and public backlash. Even domestic laws are often written in backrooms, with lobbyists and party leaders making last-minute changes. The result: policies that favor insiders, not the public. This secrecy breeds distrust and cynicism. People start to believe the system is rigged. When facts are hidden, conspiracy theories fill the void. Some discretion is necessary, but transparency should be the default. Major treaties and military deals need public scrutiny and legislative oversight. A government that acts in your name should show you its work. The era of take it or leave it deals must end, because democracy dies in darkness and thrives in daylight. We deserve to know what's being done on our behalf, and we should demand nothing less. Let's talk about data, not just collecting it, but using it to make decisions for us. Welcome to algorithmic governance, where machines shape society. Predictive policing is a prime example. Algorithms use past data to forecast crime, sending police where they've always gone. The problem? Biased data creates biased outcomes, trapping communities in a cycle of suspicion. These systems are black boxes. No one knows exactly how decisions are made, and the logic is rarely public. It's not just policing. In some countries, social scoring systems rate citizens, affecting jobs, travel, and more. Your life reduced to a number, enforced by an algorithm you can't question. Even in democracies, private companies score us for credit and insurance. How long before governments do the same? The core issue: zero transparency, zero accountability. Who writes the code? Who's responsible when it fails? You can't appeal to a machine. We're outsourcing critical decisions to algorithms without public debate or oversight. Efficiency and objectivity are promised, but bias and secrecy are delivered. This is a massive shift of power, from people to unaccountable systems. Before we hand over society to algorithms, we need to see the rules. Demand transparency, demand accountability, because once the code is in control, it's hard to take the wheel back. The future shouldn't be decided by a black box. Now, let's talk about money, specifically political lobbying. In many democracies, corporations and special interests spend billions to influence lawmakers. Lobbyists advocate for their clients, often outnumbering and outspending public interest groups. The result? Policy that favors the wealthy and powerful, not ordinary citizens. The argument is that lobbying is free speech, but in practice, it's a rigged game. When a corporation spends millions to block a bill, and a grassroots group has pennies, who wins? This imbalance drowns out public voices and skews policy away from what most people want. Disclosure rules exist, but loopholes and shadow lobbying are everywhere. Influence is peddled through think tanks, PR campaigns, and astroturf groups that fake public support. Corruption isn't always a bribe, it's relationships, favors, and a culture where big donors come first. The public rarely sees the connections between donations and decisions. It all happens just out of sight, but the impact is real. Democracy is supposed to be one person, one vote. Not $1, one vote. When money talks, democracy walks. We need transparency and reform to restore trust. Because your voice should matter, no matter your bank account. Finally, let's look at information control, the most direct way governments limit what you know. Classification systems stamp documents as secret, often for genuine security, but also to hide mistakes or avoid scrutiny. Overclassification turns government records into a secret history, hidden from the public. Freedom of information laws are supposed to help, but requests are slow, redacted, or denied. The process can feel like an obstacle course designed to wear you down. For every major story uncovered, thousands of requests go unanswered. Beyond documents, governments control media access, granting credentials to friendly journalists, shutting out critics. In authoritarian states, this means censorship and jail for reporters. In democracies, it's subtler but still powerful. The government shapes the narrative through press briefings, leaks, and selective access. Journalists can become dependent on official sources, sometimes at the expense of real investigation. The result, a carefully curated version of reality with inconvenient truths kept out of sight. All these tools, classification, FOIA delays, media management, limit what you know about your own government. Transparency isn't just a principle, it's a safeguard against abuse. When information is controlled, democracy is weakened. We must keep pushing for access, for answers, for the truth. Because an informed public is the foundation of a free society. From secret data collection to hidden deals, it's clear, much of government happens in the shadows. Secrecy concentrates power and erodes trust. The 5 areas we've explored, surveillance, hidden deals, algorithmic rule, lobbying, and information control, are all connected. They create a system where power can be exercised without public consent. Democracy depends on sunlight, too much darkness, and things rot. Our job as citizens is to keep opening the curtains, demanding transparency, asking questions, and holding power to account. If this video made you think, like and subscribe for more deep analysis from FactVerse, because awareness is the first step toward accountability.